Hey everybody, Bob Babbitt here. This is Breakfast with Bob from XTERRA Oak Mountain. I am with Eric Lagerstrom. Eric has, God, we've been interviewing Eric for I don't know how many years, going back to the Olympic days. Just a few.
Yeah.
But you're one of the athletes who's crossed over and is doing, you're doing XTERRA, and you've got a chance to meet a lot of these athletes. And the skill set for somebody who swims, rides a mountain bike, and runs the trails.
Very unique.
Little different, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that might be the one thing that's kept XTERRA from really exploding and becoming a huge part of our sport, because in my opinion, it's the most fun thing you could possibly do in a triathlon. But yeah, exactly like you said, how many people can mountain bike, swim, run a technical trail, train for that? They can do it somewhere near their house. It's a lot to ask.
It's a lot to ask. And the last 2 days, we've interviewed some amazing athletes with crazy stories. Some of these folks have 9 brothers and sisters. Some of them have driven here and they're camping out. It's a really unique group of athletes, and you got to see it when you won Portland, but also this was your first ever XTERRA, out of the water with the lead, and then had mechanical, but you got to see these guys up close and personal, how good they are.
Yeah, that was my first XTERRA. It would have been, I guess, 2 years ago now. Last year I missed it because we were doing Chattanooga, which was a 70.3 American champs. But yeah, I feel like coming from an ITU background, I do have a little bit of a swim advantage. A lot of these guys are just such good mountain bikers, and they've really doubled down on that. And even though it might be a little bit flashy to get out of the water first, the amount of time that you can lose on an hour-and-a-half mountain bike ride between being a good rider and a really great rider,
yes,
you could lose 10 minutes, no problem. So the swim it's nice.
But it's a little bit of the cocktail weenie before you got the main course, which is the mountain bike.
Yeah, it just makes the first few miles of the mountain bike for me that I don't have to be as frantic while someone like Sam Osborne catches back up.
Yeah. It's amazing watching these athletes, and take some time. Watch some of the interviews over the last couple of days, because you're going to see some of these names. When we first interviewed a number of our Daniel Bakkegaard and guys like that, nobody knew who they were. Next thing you know, they're becoming big stars. A lot of these athletes over the last couple of days are going to be big stars, and you will want to check out the interviews. They're a lot of fun. So that was my way of saying, check out these athletes. I love chatting with all of them. There's a community feel to these events.
Yes.
A family feel that's a little different than when you go to a road triathlon.
It for sure is, and that's, I think, the biggest thing that drew me into it, outside of just the idea of being able to use technical skill inside of a triathlon, is it does feel like, we've got people camping over, 2 fields away, and people are hanging out, and there's a beer garden, and people are going to the beer garden. It's not just there for fun, and there'll be a super sprint tonight and a short track race on Sunday, and it just it feels like what I imagine Wildflower was like. It has that vibe.
It totally has a wild.
I missed doing that, but from the stories that I hear, I think that's what they've captured with XTERRA.
Cool. Eric Lagerstrom is our guest for an interview we're going to be doing momentarily, but just wanted a public service announcement. Check out these amazing athletes. You're going to be hearing a lot more of them. Now they have this World Cup circuit. They've got the short track. XTERRA is really on the move, and I think you'll probably see you doing a lot more of these moving forward.
I hope so, yeah. It's a bit of a travel schedule for an American, but I'll do my best.
Love it. Thanks, everybody. Check out all those athletes. They are amazing.